Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to another How to Play Yu-Gi-Oh! 2023, man. Part 1. No, Part 2. Part 1 was more of an introduction, how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! I love this game so much. So Part 2 is going to be about the Playmat. You know, Playmat? When you see a Playmat, you're like, wow, man, you know, so much shit going on. But we're going to start from the very beginning. Beginners, okay? Like I said, I started back in 2004, 2003, somewhere around there. And it wasn't that hectic, so let's get into it. So it's all about the playmat today, alright? So if you already know about the playmats, skip the video, you know what I mean? Don't waste your time, but if you just want to come here for entertainment, then I'm the YugiohWithLo for you, baby. Enjoy. Alright, so here's a blank. You see a lot of people with regular picture things, right? A lot of times. But anyway, so we're gonna start out with only okay, we're gonna start with only monster. Okay, so we're going to start only with monster. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this right here is the monster zone. Okay. Zone, okay. So down here, okay, it's the spell zone. Back in the day, they were called magic. This used to be called Magic Zone up until I think like I think like the 5th set or something. So what happened was Magic the Gathering sued them for using the word magic. So that's the reason why it's called spells now instead of monsters. I mean instead of magic. Yeah, it used to be called monsters and magic. And that's it. That's the beginning. So you could put 5 monsters. Okay? And you could put 5 spells or traps. Not just spells, traps too. Sorry. Sorry about that. And traps. Spells and trap zone. So here are traps. Okay. I'll put some blue in there so you can see that it's I'm just putting this in here for, you know, so you can see that you could put either spells or traps in this zone. Okay, that's why I put different colors. So you bring the monster card down. Watch out, watch out, watch out. So when you bring the monster card down, oh, that's a trap. Damn it. So you can put the monster up here, okay, in each zone. So that's in attack mode, and this is in defense mode. So anyway, yes, the card's a little bit too big. Okay, and your traps or your spell, which is the green one. Okay, hold on, let me see. Then you have your spell. Okay. So this is an attack mode for monster wise, and this is defense mode. Whether you have it here or face down, that's in defense. Okay, so you would look at the, so they have the defense 1000, attack 1000. So when you attack, you would you know, get the attack mode, attack position points, and then you would, if the card was in defense and you're attacking, then you would go defense. If you're in defense 1000 1000, nothing happens. But if you attack and the other monster's attack is 1000, they get destroyed. Okay? And in trap here, trap card, you have to set it first down for one turn. You can activate it on your opponent's turn. Okay? Alright? You can act the trap card. Okay? But spells, later on I'll do all these spells and all that's it. See, it doesn't have no label or nothing up here. This is just a regular spell. See how that one has a little infinity? That's continuous. Okay, so it stays on the field. When you activate the trap, it stays there. But if it doesn't have nothing, okay, later we'll do monsters and then we'll do spells and we'll do trap. Okay, but just letting you see. But spell cards, you can play right away on your turn. Okay? But if you have the trap, you can't play it like that. You have to set it. Okay? Like that. Spell you play right away. And then, let's say the two monsters, 1000 1000 hit, right? So this is the graveyard. This is where all your cards that you use, whether spell, trap, or monsters, go here. So this is the graveyard. Okay. Alright. So let's say you have this in your hand. Okay. We're gonna do standby and all that shit later, but so you play spell. Whatever the spell says, then when they're done, you go in the graveyard over here. And then you want to summon. So if you have 4 stars or less, you can summon it normally like that. Bring it down right away. Okay? Yes, I know in the show, like, Dark Magician's a level 7. He's supposed to require 2 tribute. That means he has 2 monsters. Let's say there's a monster. He has to sacrifice both monsters to bring that down. So, okay, we'll do a lot of that shit later. But anyway, so let's say you attack, and then they both die, it goes in the graveyard. Okay? And the graveyard has to be in order. Okay? Like, you don't mess the graveyard. You could like get disqualified and shit. So whatever the card goes, just like if you're stacking plates, you know? Okay? And then you set this, right? Then you say, okay, in my turn, then the next player goes. Let's say this trap right here, you can activate any time you want. Now that it's set, you can activate any time. Okay? Alright. And then you get 40 cards minimum. You have to have at least 40. And right here, okay, right here is the right down here is the hold on. Alright, so here is your deck. I forgot to push record, sorry about that. I just drew it right now. Okay, and you make a deck that's at least 40 cards. We have 3 now, 37 to go. You put your deck right here, okay? And then after you decide who's to go first, you draw 5 cards, okay? I know I only have 3, but you take 5 cards, okay? That's where the deck goes. And that's it. That's how it was in the beginning. Okay? I don't know if they have. I don't know. Oh, they have fusion. Yeah, they have. Oh, I forgot to add the fuse spell. Fuse spell right here. Got to add the fuse spell. Like, it makes it feel like, you know what I mean, thunder, I mean not thunder, mountain, you know, whatever, grass, you know, and shit like that, you know, whatever the environment is, you know. Okay, so the fuse spell goes there. And here is where the extra deck goes. Okay. So back then, okay, so this extra deck. It's different from your deck, okay? Okay. Deck. Now it keeps soaking in the thing. I'm trying to make different colors so it looks, you know, easier to read. Okay. So back then, so that's the extra deck. Okay. So when it first started, the extra deck, there's only one extra deck back in the day. It was called it's fusion. So it says fusion, fiend fusion. So that one goes here. But you know, you could leave it up or face down. Most people put them face down. People don't know what you're playing. So this one is not part of the deck, extra deck. And then the deck is different, okay? So the extra deck. Just gonna leave it up because so you can see it, okay? Okay, so wants to go here. Oh shit. Okay, so you got that. Now you got your trap and your spell in here, okay? So that's it. That was that's how the game started in the beginning, okay? That's the zone. So you have, okay, Monster Zone, Monster Zone, 5 of them. And you have the graveyard. This is where you put your deck. This you put the extra deck. You can have up to 15. So minimum 40, up to 60. 40 to 60 for the deck. 0 to 15 on the extra deck. Okay, you got the fuse spell, which is, you know, the green color. Like this color right here. Okay. How do you know the fuse spell? We'll get that later. Later lesson we're gonna learn about how each monsters, how to identify the monsters. Okay. And then down here is the spell and the traps. Green and the pink one. That's it. Okay? That's all there is. Okay? Alright. We're gonna learn about all the other shit later, you know? Okay? So that's what it looks like in the beginning. That's it. Okay? And then in the end, hopefully I have one that has all the shit that's there. Okay, so now. Alright. So later down in the game, they introduced this new card called Pendulum. New monster. Okay? It's a combination of a spell card and a monster. So if you look at it real close, see, it says right there, That's the spell part. See how they got those the arrows? That's the spell part. This part, if you put in the spell zone, works here. So what they did was they had these arrows now, like this. Down here in the spell zone, you still got the same spells, but they have like a arrow like this. Okay? On both sides. This, okay? Something like that, okay? So they added this piece on the mat after they came out with these monsters. These are called pendulum monsters. Okay? They're the beast, but they're pendulum. Kind of like, you know, like these are called, it's like these are called, see how it says tuner? These are called pendulum. It's a mix of spell and trap. Okay? So that's why those arrows, that's what those are for. So you put this kind of monster. If you want to play him as a monster, you have to put him up here. Okay? But remember, see, it's got 2, 4, 6 stars. Unlike the other one, you only have, see, 3 stars. Okay? So I can't bring this up here. I need to have him up here, and then if I want to bring him up here, I can tribute him. But a lot of times they don't really sacrifice a monster. They use this. These are called scales. It goes from 0 to whatever. Okay. So if you look down here, see the blue and red? That's the scale. Okay. So if I put it down here, okay, that's a scale 5, and if I put another one, let's say this one's a scale 0, that means I could bring my monster down. That's between 1 and 4, okay? So that's 3, right? So I could bring them down right away, okay? Instead like, but that's later. Like, I'm just telling you that just knowing that these colors here means the scale for these kind of cards, pendulum monsters. They have the scale on them. And then instead of going to the graveyard, like when you use this and it gets destroyed, it goes to the graveyard, the pendulum goes to the extra deck over here. It doesn't go to the graveyard, it goes over here. This kind of monster. Okay, so that's the extra deck. So these 2 dots here is introduced to you pendulum monsters. Okay. And then throughout the stages, so going out throughout the stage of boss monsters, you started with the fusion, okay? And then they came out with a synchro. You notice the different color? So these are boss monsters. They all go on here, okay, up to 15. 0 to 15. So this is called, so this is fusion. Okay? And this is synchro. The white color. Okay? And then after that, these are called XYZ. Okay? These are XYZ. And then finally they came out with it's called Link. You notice about Link, there's no defense. See it? Attack, defense. This only has attack. Instead of defense, it has a Link too. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna go in touch with that more when we do monsters, but we just learned about the mat right now. Now Get this out of the way so you get confused. Now the link monsters doesn't go on the monster zone when you bring them out from the extra deck. So they introduce another thing, okay, up here. So you and your opponent gets one of these, okay? So these are called link monsters. Alright. So when you bring it out, it says link 2. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the link 2. Just remember that it doesn't have a defense. So this card cannot go to defense at all, no matter what. Because when you flip it down, you have to flip it down defense. Unless the card says just flip it down, but there's only one card way back in the days called something darkness or something, and you could put the monster this way, and that was the only card ever. So now they made that mistake that now all the monster when they say defense has to go this way, but Link cannot go into defense. Okay, it has to be in attack mode all the time. So let's say if you met the requirement to bring them out, you could either put them out on this side or this side. Okay, and that's what that's for link monsters. So that's all the playmat. And when you see, sometimes you see people they say they got a regular mat, okay, like a plain mat. Okay, let's say somebody came to play, you just have this, right? So what you do is you memorize, you know what I mean, the mat in your head. But how do you know where the middle part is, right? The middle part is when you put your mat up against theirs. So they just had a sneak peek this past weekend. A lot of times at the sneak peek, they will give you a scent they call center field. See? Okay. Oh, this way. Is it this way? Yeah. Okay. See, it shows the thing, the layout, just like this. It's like this one. See, this is more like, you know what I mean, proper. So this is called center field. They usually say it, oh yeah, right there, extra monster zone. Okay, extra monster zone on the left, extra monster zone on the right. I mean left here, right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So you put it right here, so that way, right in the center, there's a. Oh shit, I drew it wrong. Sorry about that. Fuck. Never mind. This is the first take. Okay, we don't fuck around. All right. So anyway, never mind that. 1, 2. Okay, so this is the center zone. Never mind what I just did. Fuck. I know. Sorry. Yeah, great. Give a thumbs down if you want. Okay? I deserve it. I deserve a thumbs down. Remember, I'm blind my right eye, okay? I'm my left eye, and I'm blind my only 30% my right eye, okay? So I gotta get some kind of credit for that, right? Okay, so anyway. So here is the real link zone. Yeah. Okay. So it's on the number 2 and number 4. So just remember even number. Just even number, okay, is the link. Yeah, I know. You are some people already turn it off. So yeah, like when you go to sneak peek, they give you one of these. They call it center field. Usually they have it, but whatever the whatever the store, the sneak card is, they have the monster on the cover. It's sought out for. So You see what people do is they'll bring the plain mat with pictures or whatever, alright? And then what they do is they would put this here in the center. I hope that's center. If that's not center, I'm sorry. Okay, you put your centrifuge here. But if you don't have one, when you buy a structure deck, they come with these little cards to promote like Master Duel games and shit like that. You could even put one of these here, okay, like that. That way you know, like, and if you look, and if you want to look where the zone is, it's gonna take a little bit to memorize, you know. So it goes right there. See? Yeah, so use one of those like that. Okay. Okay, just like that. But you know, a lot of people. That's the beauty of collecting is of playing Yu-Gi-Oh is collecting things like this. You know, it's kind of like flaunting, right? That's why people want to get all shiny cards and stuff like that. You know. But if you can't afford it, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Just slowly go. That's the whole point of Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, it's a journey. Like I said, I started 2003. You know. And I'm still here. This is 2023. 20 years ago, I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh. And believe it or not, I was 32 years old. I'm 52 now, so I'm still playing. So yeah, so here, that is it. Let's go look at the real one now. All right, so here's the trap tricks that that comes with the paper, and you can see that you put the center field. You don't have to, but if it's printed, it's not, you know, if you just print it like this, like let's say you had this picture, it didn't have all the stuff there, you put the center field there, okay, like right there. Alright. And then trying to make a video here. Get away, bye. Okay. Then you have your trap. You get it? Trap tricks. Here. Put the spell here. See all down here. Okay. Trap here, spell here. And then your pendulum go right there. Yeah, they don't have the pendulum sign. Yeah, they're very hard. I don't know why they don't print them like that good to see. I don't know. And they used to have them nice, like all marked in the graveyard and all that shit. But I guess they're just trying to show, you know, some people might want to hang this on their wall or something. I don't know. Anyway, this the scale goes over here. So the graveyard's right there. So the scale is right here. Okay. Then your monster can go here. And then the link, either this side or this side. Okay. And then the other ones can go anywhere. You can go here. Here, here, okay. And like I said, you can go sideways like this defense. These are in attack mode. So if you look at your, I don't have a field, but like a field spell goes here, deck goes there. Okay. Let me see. I get some more cards. Okay. Just in case if you want to see what a fuse spell looks like, it's just got this little, it's a little like cross, like a plus sign. Okay, that goes here. See if you notice the other one doesn't have nothing. See, there's many spell and traps. And then you get your deck, thick deck right here, put right here. And then whatever in the graveyard goes here. Oh, forgot there's a Banished Zone. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I'm definitely not a good teacher. So the Banish goes right here. Like sideways. Right here. So this is called... Back in the day, they used to be called... it wasn't called Banish, it was called something else. Remove. It used to be called just Remove from the graveyard. Yeah, they used to just use Remove from the graveyard and use Banish. So any card that doesn't go in the graveyard, that's Banish, goes up here, which is like right here. Okay. Yeah, so the Banish is here. So recap, monsters, link monsters, one or the other. Pendulum, when it goes out of the field, it goes right here. Pendulum, and everything else go in the graveyard. So there you go. That's the complete picture of the playmat. Oops, sorry. Just let me know if you got any questions. Alright, YouTube. Thanks for watching, man. Hope that you learned something. If not, let me know. If you don't understand something, put in a comment. Always have fun. Always keep on rolling. Running water when it goes stale. I'll be keeping the underground lit for you and me, okay? Enjoy. Always have fun. You see me have fun, you see me quit. I quit Yu-Gi-Oh 4 times already, at least.